doing that with a little bit of breath work. So you can place your palms up on your knees. That is if you're looking to accept energy. You can place your palms down if you're looking for grounding. And just begin to breathe naturally in and out through your nose. Just allow your lungs to fill up with air, naturally exhaling it out. And just find yourself present here in this moment. And as you're ready, we'll begin to take gentle body circles. You can go either direction. Try to fully articulate your spine in the back and really open up across the collarbone. And you move to the front. Paying attention to your breath. Switching direction. And finding stillness and center. We'll inhale our arms up overhead, bringing our palms together, exhaling them down to our heart center. And here's where I like to set an intention for my practice. This can be anything, physical, spiritual, mental, whatever it is for you. Go ahead and go there now in your own mind and think about what you'd like that to be. And now we'll begin. I'm going to mirror you. So I'll be saying the wrong thing, the right thing, but doing the wrong thing with my arms. So your right arm can go up, leaning up and over. Gaze can lift up towards the ceiling, really trying to open up the side body. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out. And coming up through center, over to the other side. And back through center. One more time, a little bit quicker. Up and over. Fully stretch. And coming back up, over to the other side. And back to center. Find yourself in a tabletop position. This is where your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. And we'll start some gentle cat-cow positions. On your inhale, you're going to scoop out the back and shine the collarbone to cow. Exhale, let it all out, arch the back, cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, scoop the belly up and in, cat. Keep going in your own breath. Inhaling on your cow position, exhaling when you get to cat. If you want to take some other movements while you're here, maybe some body circles, that's fine. And just continue moving with your breath. If you go one direction, go another. And eventually find yourself back in tabletop. We'll take our right arms high up above, threading them underneath the left arm. Thread the needle and stretch here. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling again and bring it back down to the mat. Inhale, left arm up, thread the needle, and breathe here. back up to the ceiling. Exhale, placing the palm down. We'll take bird dogs. Right arm goes long, left leg goes long, and we will crunch in, knee to elbow, extending long. Crunch in, extend, and one more. Place your arm down, but let your leg go long like mine. And you're going to stretch back and forth here, releasing the calf muscle. And eventually holding the stretch here, sending breath to the calf muscle. And coming back to table. Left arm, right leg, extend, crunch in, extend. And last one. And same thing, rocking back and forth with the calf. And eventually holding the stretch. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose. And we'll come back to tabletop. We're going to curl our toes up underneath and press back for our first downward facing dog. So we're going to lift up the hips, pressing back and up towards where the ceiling meets the wall. You can pedal out your dog a little bit here, kind of loosening up the back of the legs. Eventually finding stillness, pressing those hips up and away, pulling the heels down towards the earth. And breathe. Now look towards the top of the mat and tiptoe up towards your hands and hang in a ragdoll. So you can keep your hands just lift towards the mat. You can grab opposite elbows if you like. You can sway a little. Whatever feels good. You can also take a block here if you need to get a little bit closer to the earth. And as you feel ready, find stillness here. Put a slight bend in the knee. We're going to roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. The last thing to roll back should be your head. And now we'll roll our shoulders up and back. And now forward. Good, and with an inhale, we'll take our arms up overhead. Exhale, let all the air out as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhaling, stepping back, left, right foot to plank position. Here we'll lower down, knees first, then chest, then chin. Inhale, flatten out, and extend up. This is Cobra. And then exhale, curl the toes again, back to downward facing dog. And just breathe here. Focusing on planting the hands strong on the mat, hips up and back. Your gaze is through your legs. And look to the top of the mat. Slowly back to the front again. With the inhale, we'll stop halfway again. Exhale, fully down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands high overhead. Exhaling down. Let's take a breath. Inhale. Through the mouth. You can make it loud. I'm trying not to blow. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. All right.
Stop.
Warrior 2 is perpendicular to your front leg and your knee around over your ankle. Your gaze is up and over your index finger. Breathe here.
Maynard, stop. Stop.
Clasp your hands behind your back. Do humble warrior where you're bowing forward, trying to get your chest to rest on your thigh. With an inhale, come back up to that warrior 2 position and breathe. Flip your front palm, reach it up and overhead as you arch back, peaceful warrior. And inhale to side angle pose, left arm, left knee, right arm is extended overhead. And you can take circles to circle out your shoulder or your wrist. And just open up. Eventually finding yourself still again in side angle. Coming back up, warrior 2. Take a moment, perfect the pose. Make sure you're aligned. And now we will step together to the top of the mat. Inhaling arms up overhead. Exhaling them down to your side. With your next inhale, step back left leg, warrior 2. Same rules apply. Aligning the knee over the ankle, making sure your right foot, left foot is turned perpendicular. Breathing here. Good. And we'll clasp our hands behind our back, bending at the hips, humble warrior. Make sure you continue your breathing. It's easy to hold your breath. Make sure it's in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, rise back up, warrior 2. And we'll flip our right palm, kicking it back to peaceful warrior. Inhaling into side angle. Feel free to open up that shoulder again. And find stillness. Inhale, warrior 2 again. Take a moment, find your alignment. Beautiful, and we'll step together at the top of the mat. We'll take what's called a sun salutation. That's what we did at the beginning. So inhaling up, exhale, let it all the way out, all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, plank. Now, if you're an advanced yogi and you know how to chaturanga, go ahead and chaturanga. Otherwise, we'll just take knees, chest, chins. Inhaling up to cobra or up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Continue pressing hips up and back. And look to the top of the mat, step up there. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back and take chair. Just like trying to sit into a chair. So trying to keep your feet close together, as close as you can. And breathe. Take your hands to prayer, and we're going to twist to our right. So left elbow to right knee, looking up and over your right shoulder. Breathe here. Coming back to center. And step back, warrior two. Right foot, warrior two. And we'll turn our toes towards the long edge of our mat, pointing outward towards the corners of our mat. Extending our arms overhead into star position. Big inhale here. Exhaling now to goddess position. Bending the knees, cactusing the arms, and we'll flow back and forth here. So we'll inhale to star, exhale goddess. Inhale star, exhale goddess. Flow with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And on your next goddess, stay here and we'll pulse. Nice. Stand all the way back up. Star. Hands on your hips. Toes turn straight forward. We'll take a little bit of a back bend here. So hands at your lower back, looking up towards the ceiling, pressing the hips forward. And slowly coming back up to standing. Hands back on our hips, slight bend of the knees. We're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. So hinging at the hips, coming down towards the mat. You can take a block here if you'd like. Otherwise, just hang here. We'll be here for a few breaths so you can play with your arms in different positions. If you'd like to take twists, you can. Breathe into the stretch. And we'll take a slight bend of the knee again. Hands on the hips, begin to slowly roll back up. Turning your left foot towards the top of your mat. Find yourself in warrior two again. And we'll step together to the top of the mat again. And taking another set of cleansing breaths where we'll go in through the nose, out through the mouth. This time, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One more time, and inhale up. Exhale. This time we'll inhale up and sit back into chair. Now you can have your arms at heart center if that's more comfortable, or extended. And now bring them to center. If they're not there, twist to your left. And we'll come back to center. And we'll stand up and step back left foot, warrior two. Breathe in and out through the nose. Hands to hips, turning our feet to the long edge, but turning them out. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. And we'll flow here. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Star. goddess, star, and goddess. And we'll pulse here. Good, hands on hips, turning our toes in. And we will begin to hinge forward, slight bend of the knee. Coming into wide leg forward fold. And you can take twists again here if you like, or just remain still. And then eventually, slight bend of the knee again, hands to hips, slowly rolling back up, turning towards the top of the mat, back into warrior two. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And stepping together at the top of the mat, inhaling up, arms overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, left, right. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling up to cobra or up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. And just breathe here, in through the nose, out through the nose. And now we'll come down to tabletop, hands and knees. Let your knees open up wide, feet together, pressing back to child's pose. Can let your head be heavy on the mat here. Let your forehead rest, or you can shake your head left and right, massaging your forehead. And as you're ready, go ahead and find yourself seated with your feet out in front of you. We'll take a forward fold here, so we'll inhale, growing taller, exhaling, hinging from the hips, finding where your limit is, and breathe. And slowly rolling up, and we will roll all the way down to our backs.
Thank you.
Arms stretching up overhead for a good morning stretch. And then bring them by your sides. We're going to bend our knees up underneath us and go into bridge pose. We'll do this in 3 parts. The first bridge, not your max. The second one, close to max. And then the third one will be your max output on it. So lifting the hips up for the first one, really just kind of getting comfortable with our hips lifting up towards the ceiling, but not going quite all the way. Just breathe here. And then lowering down. Second round, lift the hips up. Maybe start to squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit to leverage them up a little more, pressing palms against the floor. And bring the hips down. Last one here, we're really going to press up with everything we got. So lift, shoulder blades together, pressing up and away from the earth. Breathe. And slowly lower back down. We'll take supine twist next, so arms out to a T, knees together and over to the right. And coming back through center, knees together and over to the left. Gaze should be back and over your right arm. And knees back up towards the ceiling. We'll take one inversion. A lot of people like to do waterfall, which is putting the block up under your hips and your feet just lifted like this. If you're near a wall, you can do this with your legs up against the wall. If you're someone who practices often and wants to take a shoulder stand here, you can do that. And as you feel ready, begin to slowly lower back down, stretching your feet out wide on the mat, allowing your arms to fall open for Shavasana. If you're taking this practice at home, I invite you to spend more time here in Shavasana, relaxing and just cut the workout here. If you're with us here in the studio, begin to bring some movement back into your fingers, toes, wiggling, making circles with wrists, feet, and eventually pressing yourself back up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. And bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you all for practicing here with me today, and wish you a great remaining workout here at DDP Y Performance Center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much.